Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're having a look at the hotel strip and Paphos seafront area. So let's have the map up first of all, and we're starting off at the top end of Geroskipou Beach. We're driving down the hotel strip, seeing a couple of the features along the way. We're going to go into Bar Street area, loop around there, loop around the harbour area, then we're going to come up to Kings Avenue Mall and finish by going past the Elysium and at the Lighthouse Beach. So it's a bit of an all-round trip. Wow. It's actually a dry run for our annual definitive guide to the hotel strip and seafront area film that we do. I wanted to try this out first, see what it looked like with the wide-angle lens and a nice dusty bonnet. I can assure you for the definitive guide, I will clean the car first because I know what you lot are like. Anyway, you got Geroskipou Municipal Beach on the left, and it looks like they're going to be laying some drainage pipes all the way along here. And the first feature we'll be coming up to is the Cabana Beach Bar, which is just there. Just going past it now. Can't tell if they're open or not yet, because someone was asking if the sunbeds were out at the Fear Beach Bar, but we'll have a look for that as well, because we're just coming up to that. You will see there's a load of building work going. Well, it's not really building work as such. They're building a new car park on the right here, so bear that in mind if you're coming in the next week or two. Excuse the wife sneezing in the background. So there's Fear. It doesn't really look open there, but I could be mistaken. And now we've probably gone to Municipal Beach, Geroskipou Beach rather than the Municipal Beach, because at some point along here there's a boundary between the two, and never found out where it is though. And but we got Geroskipou Beach Bar here on the left, a very famous place. There's some disabled parking there as well. You can see. I'd imagine that Geroskipou Beach Bar is open, if nowhere else at the moment. Certainly looks it. There's a little bit of chaos going on here, because in Cyprus the holiday season doesn't really start until the Easter holidays are fully underway, and so not long to go basically. You got the Luna Park on the left, but I'm going to avoid that because that car was annoying me, to be honest. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide, and click on any notification bell you might find wherever they hide it. And if you want to help us out financially, please go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees, I can assure you, are gratefully received. And if you want to get something back in return, go to our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/Paphos Life. Not for much longer, because we're bringing out a new shop actually soon. But anyway, you can get stuff from Paphos featuring photographs we've taken and stuck on mugs and things like that. The new shop will be a bit more adventurous. Anyway, before I get onto Facebook, I will just say we're coming up to the first hotel on the strip. That is the Louis Faithon Hotel. Oh, and I missed by the Luna Park, there's the Atlantida Beach Bar, I should say. If I do miss out any places on this, please let me know, because that's the whole point of the film, so I can make sure that the definitive guide is pretty much definitive. And after the Louis Faithon, we're going to take a tiny diversion to go and see St. Nicholas Chapel, all because it's a very popular little chapel. And here we are. It's also fun for me to drive there. Anything that's a bit of variety to me is a good thing. So we're going down to a chapel. Now it's generally open, though occasionally they do have weddings and things there and services though. So obviously if it looks like someone's is being used as a church, please do respect their privacy. And don't wander in trying to take photographs or anything stupid like that. And it is stupid. You should be ashamed of yourself if it's you. Anyway, ignore me. I haven't had my coffee yet. So we're doing a little turning around St. Nicholas Church. You can see there's quite a lot of surf around and a big breeze blowing. And at the moment there's lots of seaweed on the beaches, but that gets removed before the holiday season starts. So if you're coming in summer, don't worry about it. And there's the chapel itself. It's lovely inside. Definitely recommend that. Right, back to our hotels. Right, on our left we have the Pioneer Beach Hotel. Now on the definitive guide I would tell you that it's adult only, all-inclusive option with spa and 5-star, but I'm not going to do that on this one. In this one I'm just concerned with actually naming all the places. I'll give you the proper details in the definitive guide. So we're coming back onto the main road. And so you've got the Pioneer Beach, as I said before. And after that, you have the Asimina Suites Hotel. Which is that one there. And on the roundabout, you have the Aquamarie Hotel. Followed by the Evie Marie Hotel. I can breathe a bit when I'm not having to list all the details. It's quite enjoyable. Now, there's a little turning down there you can take. I didn't bother doing it this time because there's nothing really to see there. The next hotel along is the Cypria Bay Hotel. And that's followed by the Cypria Maris Beach Hotel. Whereas on the right, you have the Eliaphon Resort. That's a huge place, that is. Very nice as well. And then on the left, you'll have the Louis Ledra Beach Hotel, followed by the Athena Beach Hotel, which we've just gone past. The Athena Beach Hotel is another very big one. And after the Athena Beach Hotel, you'll have the Athena Royal Beach Hotel. And the only difference, the main difference is one is adult only and the other's family. And now you're getting to an area of more restaurants. So up here you'll have a turning which will take you to the Louis Imperial Beach Hotel on the left. Excuse me. And you got on the right the Avanti Holiday Village. Coming up, I think. But we're going to take a turning here, which will bring us down to Paquiamos Beach. So I like showing that because it's a nice little beach. Though there used to be two beaches there, but they seem to have merged the two into one bigger beach. Now this car park can be fun if it's just rained because it can turn into a quagmire. Especially that darker coloured bit in the over there. So stick to the left if you want to avoid getting into any mishaps. But also drive slowly because there are rivulets and things in it. But if you drive slowly, you'll be fine. So the hotel that's over there is the Louis Imperial Beach Hotel. And there's Paquiamos Beach in front of it and Paquiamos Beach here as well. And then you can see the delightful Olympic Lagoon Resort. It's a very popular place. It's a lot of praise whenever I do drone pictures of that. And that will bring us out, once we come out here and turn left, back onto the main road, we'll be onto the triangle. And the triangle is so cool because it's a triangular shape. Nothing more complicated than that, but there are quite a few restaurants there, which are well worth considering if you're staying in the area. So I've still got a little bit of a frog in my throat. However, I am feeling much better than I was in the last couple of weeks. It's been a nasty bug, I have to say. Right, so you've got the triangle coming up on the right. On the left, you will have the Amphora Resort, but before that, you get Suite 48, which is a very nice restaurant between the hotel and the resort. And we're going to go round the triangle. You've got Felix Bar on the right there, which is very popular. Used to be on Bar Street, Felix did, believe it or not. Moved here, and going great guns. And there are lots of restaurants here. It's a very nice place to have a wander around. And we have, after the Avanti Holiday Village, straight ahead of us now on the right is the Avanti Hotel. But we're not going right up to that because we need to go back onto main road from the triangle. So there's the Olympic Lagoon Resort again, and the Avanti Hotel is on the left. But we're going towards the seafront now. So we'll go past the Amphora Resort. Now don't assume that you can drive into their car park and just park there, because if you don't know the code, you're going to be billed €5. Bear that in mind. Best place to park would be by Poseidonos Beach, I'd say. Right, now we're coming up to Poseidonos Beach and the Antasia Beach Bar. This is one of the main beaches in Paphos. It's very nice indeed. And after that, you'll have the Amarvi Hotel, which is what you can just see there. And opposite the Amarvi Hotel, you'll have the rather sad-looking Alo Hotel, which is closed and with a very uncertain future now. I thought they were going to build another tower on it, but they don't appear to be doing that now. That appears to be going on the other side of the original tower. But there's the Antasia Beach Bar with a very nice lookout, and there's the Amarvi Hotel. I'd be interested to hear how wide angle works. I think for the definitive guide, I'm going to have a surprise for you in terms of lenses anyway. But I'd still like your opinion on the wide angle versus normal view, if you haven't already given it to me. If you've already told me, then you don't need to say it again, unless you want to. Anyway, after the Amarvi, behind the Amarvi, you have Poseidonos Beach, or Vaisudia Beach, to give it its posh name. And then you have the Alexander the Great Beach Hotel. You can see there's Alex on the horse himself. Not sure what he's doing on there. They want to conquer around here. And then you have the Elmira Spa on the left, followed closely by the Elmira Hotel. And you'll have the newly renovated water feature up on Poseidonos Avenue, which is the road we're now on, and the water feature looks very nice indeed now, especially at night. And there are lots of nice restaurants on the right here as well. So there's the Elmira Hotel. We'll be coming down here again soon anyway, because we're doing a loop through Kato Paphos and Bar Street to include a few more hotels on the film. And after the Elmira, on the left you have the Hotel Annabelle. And then on the right, just behind Pinguinos, you're going to have the Dionysos Central Hotel. You can just see the signs for it on the top right there now. Okay, and on the seafront itself, which you'll be able to see down here in a minute, there are Paphinia Hotel Apartments. And that's as close as you can get to being on the seafront, staying there. They're just literally there overlooking the seafront. There's the I Love Paphos sign. This building on the right here, they've been working on it for a few years now, and they seem to have stopped working on it for a while. I don't know why, I don't know what the story is. If anyone does know, please do drop a comment so that we can find out what's going on, because some people have been asking. Seems a shame, because they must have got quite a long way in the actual project. So we're doing a quick loop through Kato Paphos, just so I can mention whatever resort, but also it'll let people know. Oh, but that's one thing to notice, by the way. The fencing around the new St. Paul's Museum has been taken down, so they're obviously nearly finishing that project, which is good to see. Here's the Sofiana Resort. That's recently been renovated, and it looks very nice indeed. Your Ace's Bar, I think it was called, on the left. It's a very friendly place. And we're going around and we're driving along along Bar Street. When we hit here, I mean, this is the start of Bar Street. The main part of Bar Street is further along. So, and yeah, this film's going to be a definitive hotel guide, but I also want to show you where some of the features are as well, basically, so people will be able to find their way around a bit more easily. I mean, I could theoretically name all the restaurants, but it would just be a gabble, really. Anyway, we got Flair's nightclub on the left coming up. And we got Boogies on the right. Both places are open all year. Notorious isn't open at the moment. Hasn't been for a couple of years, I think. There's the new Marika and Me bar. Not sure when they open. I think they're only opening in the evenings at the moment. Don't quote me on that. And now this is the rundown area again. There's the old Lineker's place there, which doesn't do the area any favours. Hopefully someone will be renovating that soon, though it will be rather a large job. Perhaps it'll have to involve a bulldozer. Anyway, we've got the water feature on Poseidonos Avenue there again. I noticed that they planted a lot of flowers there as well. So that's pretty much done and dusted now. Good on them. So we're back by the Elmira. And we're going to head down to the seafront again, so a little bit of repetition. But I'm sure you don't mind seeing this again. In all its wide-angled glory. Yeah, I mentioned Facebook a while ago. To find out what we're doing next in terms of articles and films, always check out our Paphos Live Facebook page, because that's where we post everything. Be it a YouTube film, an article on our main website, or a Calimera or Calispera picture, which we post daily on Facebook itself. So follow that. I mean, we've got nearly 80,000 followers now, which is a lot. And join our Paphos Chat Facebook group or our Cyprus Chat Facebook group to say hello to us. Now, we're turning left here now, and that will present us with the M Boutique Hotel on the right, just here. There it is, looking very nice. And then we'll be driving past, it's still Papa Antonio's, even though the map calls it Clavenitis now, which is a bit confusing if you're following a map. But on the right here is the Basilica Holiday Resort, okay? Behind these little restaurants. And now, as we're approaching the seafront and harbour area, we'll have a little loop around the car park area just to give you a nice view, because I know you like that sort of thing. Fair play to you. If you didn't, why would you be watching the film? Now, there aren't any hotels around here, but I can say that the car park on the right and all the car parks around the archaeological park, they're all free. Long may that continue. And look how nice and clean the whole area is. It's a real credit to Paphos. And you've got the harbour area just up there on the left. We'll do a loop around here and come back on ourselves. And if you're staying around the seafront area and you want to know how to get to places like Kings Avenue Mall or the Lighthouse Beach, for instance, well, keep watching. To get to the Lighthouse Beach, you can go two ways. You can carry on walking through the harbour and follow the coastal path. It's about 20-30 minute walk. Very nice walk, unless it's raining. Or you can come up this way to Kings Avenue Mall, which is where we're going now, and basically follow us. I will tell you when you should turn, because we go a slightly longer route so we can include a few more hotels at the end. But this will take us, the road we're on now, to Kings Avenue Mall. It'll also take us to Fabrica Hill, which is before then, and it's a great place to go for a wander. It doesn't cost a bean either. I mean, the archaeological park only costs €4.50. Can you believe that? Compared to anything like Stonehenge, I dread to think how much Stonehenge costs to go and see now, and that's not quite the same league as the archaeological park, I have to say. So €4.50 will be the best €4.50 you'll spend on your holiday in Paphos, I can assure you. To our right, you've got St. Paul's Pillar area. And that, if you carry on past that, you'll end up nearby the Sofiana Resort and St. Paul's Museum, which I was talking about early on in the film. And a good place to park to go and explore Fabrica Hill is just up here on the left. Just go down that road and there's a few spaces there, which not many people bother about. So. And the catacombs and all that are on the right here now. And also the Paphos walkway starts on the left, and the idea of that is it links the archaeological park with the archaeological ruins on top of Fabrica Hill. It's a nice little walk. I mean, the walkway itself is wheelchair accessible very easily, but when you get to the top, there's not a lot you can do in a wheelchair, to be honest, because it's like a wild site. There's Kings Avenue Mall. That was Kings Avenue Mall roundabout. And we've turned left now, Now, there are lots of restaurants up here. I'm going to be doing some walking films down here over the next few days. I'll go on one side for one film because it's a dual carriageway. I don't want to be chopping and changing for obvious reasons. And then on another film, I'll be coming back the other side. I'll probably do that on a Sunday morning quite early so that there's less traffic about, because it'll be quite a noisy film otherwise. Right, on the left coming up is a road that will take you directly to Lighthouse Beach. Just down that way. See, there's a little blue sign up for that as well. Now on the right, you're going to have the new Tomb of the Kings bus station, but before that, there are two more hotels just off the road. There's the Damon Hill Apartments and King's Hotel. Okay, there's another T for two after them, and then you get Tomb of the Kings bus station there. And we're carrying on to the end. All the lots of restaurants on the left, Fat Mama's, places like that. There's Fat Mama's. And then we're going to turn left at Duomo. Anyways, if you want to spoil yourself and you like pizzas or Italian food in general, then that's a good place for a visit. And you've got Kissos Hotel on the left. And I have to say, some of the pictures I saw of Kissos Hotel when I was looking up this name are a lot nicer when it looks from the outside. So bear that in mind. Don't just judge a book by its cover, so to speak. Now you've got the Elysium Hotel on the right here, which is lovely. If you're pushing the boat out and you want to have a good time, I would say recommend the Elysium. And that building site there is a new hotel. I think it's by the Poseidonos Beach Hotel it's going to be. And coincidentally enough, next to it now, we are going past Poseidonos Beach Holiday Village. I think that's the correct title. But that's what the building on the right is anyway. And if you've seen our drone footage of Lighthouse Beach, we go past that every time. It's very nice. And we're just coming up to the end. Oh, you can just see the Paphos path, coastal path on the right, which is where if you carried on walking from Paphos Harbour you'd end up. But we have to go by the way, because believe it or not, the field next to us is for goats. So don't be surprised if you see goats there, which is rather charming. Especially at this time of year, because you see little babies. And we're going to finish by driving down to Lighthouse Beach car park. This has all been newly renovated, and so it's very nice indeed. I recommend the kiosk here as well. Very reasonably priced food and very nice as well. I personally recommend their BLTs. They've never given me a free one, but I've never asked for one. I just think they're really good value. Anyway, that was for the dry run of our hotel strip definitive guide. Let us know how you found it and if you missed anywhere, okay? Thanks for watching. See you in the next film. Cheers.